Okay guys, so, the public bus. Nope, wait, hang on. The school bus. Sorry, I ride them both, so I get them confused quite often. The school bus. So, you know that big yellow bus that, if you're lucky, has air conditioning, or if you're like me, they never do. Now, the first thing dealing with the bus is the bus stop. Now, you're either lucky like me, where the bus stop's literally 3 minutes from your house, and I don't have to turn any corners or do anything. I literally walk out my driveway and walk down the street. And it's like right there. This is my house. This is the bus stop. So, I mean, I'm pretty lucky, but most others have to walk a while to actually get to their bus stop. And then there's always, luckily for me, I don't have to deal with things like when it's really sunny or things like that, because there's this nice giant tree right where my bus stop is, and I just stand under there and you get a great shade or cover from the rain. So, I mean, I guess my bus stop's in a pretty lucky space, but that's not the big thing about a bus stop. Now, first year I rode the bus, my cousin was on it. Her and I don't get along very well. We don't talk. So, I was stuck standing at the bus stop while other people would talk to their friends or whatever, and I stood there alone. And it was awkward. Like, really awkward. I'm just standing there with my headphones in, and I'm just kind of like scrolling through my phone, trying to figure out something to do. After a while, I started to figure out, like, what to make it less awkward. Now, never, ever leave home without your headphones if you're going to be standing at the bus stop alone. Ever. Because if you're there and you don't have music, and you have to listen to other people's conversations, it's just weird. Second, bring a book. Read a book at the bus stop. Literally, I sit down on the sidewalk and I just read until my bus comes. Third thing I do my homework at the bus stop. I have waited until the last minute and realized I'd do something. And then while sitting for my bus, because my bus is always late, so I'm usually sitting there for a good 5 minutes after it's supposed to be there. So I'm sitting there and I'm just doing my math homework. With my binder out on top of my backpack, doing my homework. At the bus stop. It gives you something to do. Or be scrolling through Facebook or playing a game on your phone. Those are the best ways to avoid the awkward situation that is the bus stop. Now, those are the things I've found that help out. I know most people would say, oh, why don't you just try to make a friend at your bus stop? I'm not a social person. I don't generally like people. They tend to annoy me. Especially when they're purposely idiotic. So, I tend to avoid the people who ride my bus, and they're in my classes, and anywhere. So it's nice. I'm not exactly the kind of person who just walks up to somebody and is like, hi, let's be friends. So, I don't do that. I'm not going to make friends with somebody at the bus stop and be like, yay, now I have somebody to talk to. No, I'd rather sit there and deal with the awkward situation. But if that works for you, definitely do that. Definitely walk up to somebody and be like, hey, how's it going? I don't want to have this awkward situation, so let's talk. If you have any other tips, though, on how to avoid the awkward situation, if you're not socially outgoing, then comment below about ways that you found to avoid the awkward silence and awkward feelings of waiting for the bus. Alright, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you guys next Friday with another tips on how to survive high school. Part 2. Finding a seat on the bus. Alright guys, I will see you. Snow Kate, signing off.